Hallo and welcome back to my channel where I tell you everything that I'm experiencing as an Austrian living in Dallas, Texas. Today we're gonna talk about my first month in the US, and I can tell you it wasn't quite a smooth ride. It was rather turbulent and a little bit icy. But let's start from the beginning. So I was arriving from Mexico. I had to quarantine 2 weeks in Mexico because the US has a travel ban on Austria. So I came from bikini weather, tanning, completely chill out. I came to Dallas, and what you think about Texas is it's warm, it's nice weather. It was completely the opposite. We had a winter storm where it had like freezing temperatures in Texas, and they never have freezing temperatures. It was really crazy. The winter storm hit so hard that we actually had snow and the electricity went completely out. We woke up at like 5:30 in the morning because it was so cold that we couldn't sleep anymore. Our electricity went out. No lights, no heating, no hot water, no shower, no nothing. The first thing we did was driving to a store to buy wood because obviously we were not prepared. Surprise, surprise, there was no wood left. We were desperate. We needed wood. We needed something to warm up our house and ourselves. So what we did was we went to our local big trash can and we picked all of that up. We put it back home and we started a fire and tried to heat up the house. It didn't really work too great. We were still very cold, sitting in front of the fire playing Uno. And at some point, well, it didn't really work out to heat up, a big house with like one fireplace. In the morning, we woke up to really freezing temperatures. The water froze like even in our bottles. It had, I think, like -degrees in the house, and we decided we have to get out of here. We booked a hotel and stayed there for 2 nights until the electricity went on again. However, that was not the end of the story because we had some pipes burst and they had to be repaired. Fortunately, it got repaired quickly, and 1.5, 2 weeks after all that happened, everything returned to normal. Shortly after that, a minor incident happened. Nothing really big, but something that is also contributing to my rocky arrival in the US. My boyfriend and me went on a very long car ride to his parents to help them move. And during that car ride, we made like a stop, and I just like walked outside to try to get like my legs moving. And I moved and walked and then sat back into the car, and then something kind of like hurt on my arm. And then something huge flew away, something like this big. I thought it was a hornet. I completely freaked out because I hate insects. I threw my phone away, I jumped out of the car, and I saw that this thing kind of stung me, and it was a hornet. Or at least I thought it was a hornet. It could be that it's some of these really huge wasps here that look like European hornets, but it was something very, very huge that stung me. And first I was a little bit freaked out because it hurt a lot, but not really long. Just for 20, 30 minutes, and then the hurt went away and it just started itching and swelling up like every normal wasp or bee bite that you would have. But this topic was fast done. It didn't last so long, maybe like 3-4 days, and then it was down. However, the next adventure was just around the corner. One day, my boyfriend went to a business trip for, I think, 2 or 3 nights, not too long. And I never check the weather, I don't know, I just don't look. So I went to sleep, and at 5:15 at night, I just woke up because it was freaking loud. It was so loud because we had an almost tornado. There was a tornado like 20, 30 miles away, and we had the outbursts, and the wind was just like blowing the rain on my window. There was constant lightning. The electricity again went out. Haha, no surprise. So I had no light inside. I had nothing, and I was just crazy scared. So I just called my boyfriend and asked him, hey, what should I do? Should I go somewhere? Is there a tornado? What the heck should I do? I don't know. But he looked it up and he said, no, it's fine. You can go to sleep. If you can sleep, what I obviously couldn't, but there was no tornado and also no tornado warning. And that's also when I got to know that when there would be a tornado, there would be like a really loud siren, and I would definitely know that I need to go somewhere safe. So this rounded off my first month, or maybe the first 1.5 months that I had in the US. Totally different from what I expected. I don't know, I expected I come here, it's great weather, we just have fun, live our life, don't have to do with anything of these stressful things. However, though it was a bumpy road, it is worth it to be here. It's worth it to be here with my boyfriend, and I really like it. It is a great country, and I can't wait to be here longer, no matter how hard the adventures will be that will come for me in the future. Now that you've watched the video until the end, tell me, what crazy stuff have you experienced when you've been abroad? Write it down in the comments. I'm really curious what your stories are. And for more videos, just click here.